too many plants and not enough space? By following a few easy steps, you can reduce clutter and create a beautiful place to display your plants with a macrame plant hanger. Today we'll just walk through what items you need and how to make the plant hanger. And I've been practicing macrame for a few months now, and after following a few similar tutorials to this one myself, I'm able to create without the help from others. No matter what your experience level is with arts and crafts, macrame is a skill that anyone can enjoy, and you can create something really useful that can even help save you money on decor. Now, let's get started. Before we begin, we will need the following materials: a roll of 3mm cotton cord, a pair of scissors, driftwood, a curtain rod, or this wooden hoop. I'm going to be using a piece of driftwood, and of course, your plant. Now, since we have all of our items, we can begin making our hanger. Before we start, I want to acknowledge macrame expert Crystal at marchingnorth.com for teaching me all the knots that we will be using today. Now, first, we have to measure out 8 5-foot-long pieces of cotton cord. I usually do an arm span measurement like this to get a good universal length for macrame hangers. And then, we're going to take all of our cord and gently lay it on top of our driftwood or whatever item that you're using. And we're going to make our first knot, which will be a gathering knot here at the top. So to do that, we're going to need a 20-inch piece of cord. And what we're going to do is you're going to make a hoop like this. And we're going to lay it gently up here at the top of our work, and make sure that the end is poking up, and we're going to take and we're going to wrap it all the way around the hoop, nice and tight, all the way down. Once your cord is wrapped all the way down and there's a little bit of loop sticking out at the bottom, you're going to take the end of the cord, you're going to tuck it into that little loop there, and you're going to pull from the piece you left sticking out on top, nice and tight, and then you will have your first gathering knot. And now we're going to take our work and we're going to separate the cord into groups of 4. Now that our cord has been separated into groups of 4, a few inches down from the top, we're going to begin making a square knot. Now, to make a square knot, you're going to take the piece farthest to the left in your group of 4, and you're going to fold it over the 2 middle pieces and underneath the 4th piece, making a number 4 shape. And then you're going to take this 4th piece, fold it underneath the 2 middle pieces and out through the loop in the 1st piece. And you're going to tighten it so it's nice and snug. And that is the first half of a square knot. This is the last time you can change the location of the knot, so make sure this is where you want it. Now, to finish off, we're going to do the same thing but from the opposite side now. So we're going to take this cord right here on the right side, fold it over the 2 middle pieces, and then take the cord on the left, put it over top, and then underneath the 2 middle pieces and out through the loop. And then tighten it nice and snug, and there you go. That is your first square knot. And you're going to repeat those steps in each group of 4 for the first round of square knots. Now that we've finished our first round of square knots, we should take our plant and compare our work to the plant to see where our next round of square knots should be. I'm going to put mine about 5 inches down. Now, to make the next round of square knots, you're going to take your 2 neighboring square knots, and you're going to take the 2 middle strands from both, and you're going to make these the new groups of 4 where you will make your next round of square knots, like so. Now that we've finished our second row of square knots, I'm going to compare one more time to my plant where my next round should be. Mine's going to be about 3 inches down. And so this is our last round of square knots, and we're going to be following the same steps as we did in the last round, where we'll take the innermost strands from neighboring square knots to create new groups of 4, where we will make our new round of square knots all the way around. Now that we've done our third and final round of square knots, we can begin to finish off. To do so, you're going to place your work gently over the plant you plan to hang and get all the knots situated where you want them to lie. You're going to pick up your plant, gather all of the excess cord here at the bottom, and hold on tight, because now we're going to carefully remove the work from the plant, holding on to all the cord, and what we're going to do is we're going to tie one more gathering knot here at the bottom. So you're going to get another 20-inch piece of cord, do a loop just like before, like what we did at the top, put our loop where we gathered all of our cord, keeping that piece sticking up out on top, and we're going to wrap it nice and tight all the way down, covering up the loop till we run out of string. Once you get to the end, tuck it into your loop, pull from the string on top, and there you go. You have now finished your macrame plant hanger. If you like, you can cut off all the excess cord here at the bottom to make it look a little bit neater. Let's recap what we've learned. You now know what items you need to make your macrame plant hanger and how to make a really nice macrame plant hanger just using a gathering knot and a square knot. Isn't this just such a better way to display your plants?